Hello there, folks, and thank you for your time today on this 8th season of my thank you tour of giving flowers to deserving impactors to my life. This is a special episode of Thanksgiving, shining light on a friend of mine called Jim Voelzke. Jim attended Spencerian College in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for sales and marketing and was a graduate of Arrowhead High School in Hartland, Wisconsin. He was a member of the U.S. Army Reserves and was born in Waukesha, Wisconsin, to George and Frances Voelzke. Jim and his brother George, Joe Voelzke, grew up in Merton, Wisconsin, where his parents ran V's Tasty Town restaurant. Jim was proud to call himself a cheesehead, had many hobbies, and was a passionate sports fan. In fact, he enjoyed sailing, scuba diving, golfing, skiing, always being near the water, grilling, and above all, spending time with people. Jim and his family lived in Brookfield, Connecticut for 20 plus years, much of their time boating on Lake Lillinonah. He was known for telling jokes, being a loving father, coaching children's sports, grilling sweet corn, playing the organ, and was an avid music fan. His daughter Dana remembers, "As a parent, my dad gave my two brothers, my sister, and I quite a bit of rope. When I asked for advice, he turned the question around. Well, what do you think you should do? He'd assured me that he trusted my judgment, and he'd say, you'll make the right decision, get some sleep." Jim started his career in the leather and footwear industry in sales and marketing at General Split Corporation. He had a successful 40-year run that allowed him to travel the world. His favorite city to visit was Florence, Italy. He was president up until his retirement of eSource Network, which was formed in the year 2000 to provide service, sales, marketing, and representation to companies from all over the world in leather and shoes, representing world-class tanners from New Zealand and Korea, with offices and colleagues in China, South America, and have expertise in sourcing and business and development projects. Jim learned the tanning industry from disciples of colonial tanning. And he started working as a sales trainee in the tannery in Milwaukee. Prior to that, he held VP of sales positions for May Dian Group and RSI Sigma companies that was a sales and marketing agency for Sadisa of Argentina, Annonay of France, and Sanbinos of Brazil. And these companies stocked leather from all over the world. Jim was a lifetime member of 210 Footwear Foundation, certified Dale Carnegie sales practitioner, and a member of the Newton Rotary Club. He regularly donated to the Bridgeport Rescue Mission. One of his associates said, "I've worked with Jim to create a new business opportunity by building upon a category of footwear that can be built with the right partner and leather supplier." Jim's unwavering support and focus for the initiative helped deliver a new business level for the company. His greatest strength is his ability to connect with people in various levels, job categories, and build bridges between these functions. Communication is a strong suit for him that served to make this initiative a successful one. His daughter Erin said, "He was easygoing, fun-loving, that I know, sentimental and charismatic. He had a great head of hair, that I know, always had a story to tell, was always trying new things, loved anything to do with water, loved animals, even those cats I talked him into." He knew so many people from all over the world and could strike up a conversation with anyone. Personally, I met Jim around 2004. He was my first and only eHarmony date. He was in China when we first connected, and we hit it off on the first date, when he consented to go dancing with me at one of my favorite clubs in Manhattan. We danced all night. He could dance well, which was key. He was a gentleman with a great shock of hair. He wore his heart on his sleeve fearlessly, always caring, always smiling or laughing. He introduced me to his large circle of friends and loved sailing, boating, being on the water. Throughout the years, we remained fast friends, frequently checking in on each other. When I worked on a contract in Brickell, Miami, and needed an expert to work on a tracking footwear brand, Jim was the one I turned to, traveling back and forth to China. We stayed close, even though in recent years our politics were not in alignment. Jim was to be my first guest on my Thank You series last season. He never told me how serious his health issues were at the beginning of this year, except to say, I've got cancer, but I'm handling it in his Jim fashion. Then I got the notice after. My dear friend James P. Voelzke, age 75, passed away this May 23. He is predeceased by his son Peter Voelzke and is survived by his brother Joe Voelzke, his 3 children, Dana, Brian, and Erin, and many friends. I miss his greetings of, "Hey, Oz. It was great having you in my life, Jim. Happy sailing." Thanks to Cheese and the OTC team and to you, my audience. Please care to share. Remember, when you're on your beat, stay on the sunny side of the street safely, be health conscious, kind to one another, stay connected, and don't forget to give thanks for the little and big gifts, striving to live in a beautiful state of mind and life. Happy holidays.